How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of AngelsBobs Plus here in Factorio, episode 60. I remembered this time. In the last episode, we went ahead and we were going to add the additional ore, the steertite. So we got that all hooked up in between episodes. We just set up a priority, so that way anything that's coming over here, assuming we get like deep storage set up or a train or anything, I doubt it before this runs out, but just in case we do, it will prioritize that over this ore field, just because the way I want the ore to flow. Other than that, I think that's pretty much all we did in the last episode. Did also fix a thing down here in the fish area, because apparently I didn't connect the outputs for the polluted fish water, but now that's all flowing, and we actually are, well, I don't want to say we're starting to build up, but we're starting to get enough fish, and more of these are functioning, which is quite good. Which means we should, in theory, be getting more of these, which means more of the crystals, which are kind of backing up, which is good to see. But we are going to have to increase this before we get to module production, at least for science. So we'll kind of focus on that. So in this episode, we're going to try to at least get the foundations for robots going. I don't know how much of that will get done this episode, because it is going to be quite expansive, because robots require a few things. So as you can see, we do have the robot parts turned on. So in Bobs and Angels, you can either have it set to where the robots and the roboports and things are like one item. And although you technically can make them, you can also use / make their components, right? So when you make a roboport, it requires the components, such as the robot antenna array, the hatch door, and the charging pad. Well, you can also make this separate components, right? So if you just want to extend the range of the roboports, you can just use a zone extender. If you want to store more robots, robochest, and if you want more charging area, you can go ahead and use the charging pads. As for the robots themselves, they require robot brains and robot tools. And so those are made up here. So luckily for us, the flying robot frames are made kind of separate. Well, I don't want to say separately, but they're made generically. But then the construction and logistics we have to do separate. Do take note, though, they do have their tools don't have a different construction cost, but their brains do. A few more transistors on the logistics side. And then a few more electric components on the construction side of things. So it's not really that big of a deal, and we'll feed them both off the same construction. However, it is just something to kind of take note of. So we are going to go ahead and need this thing we built for red circuits. So let's go ahead and just blueprint up, and then I'll go ahead and remove the things I don't need from the blueprint. For instance, I don't need those pipe. I don't need any of that. Let's see, I don't need that. That looks fine. Okay. So now let's go ahead and all the way over. So that's 3, 6, 1, 2, 3. Should be 3. Alright. Let's go ahead and get that made, and let's get everything hooked up for that. We are going to need more copper, however. Maybe we'll take a look at it. Well, copper should actually solve itself. The reason I say that is because we did add more ore for this, so this should... because the stack sizes, it takes a while for all these machines to get working, even though there is enough for all of them to be working. It takes a while for everything to build up, because it's such a close ratio and things, so there's not really any excess to fill up each stage. So, however, once it is going, we should see an increase in our copper production. I can already actually see an increase just looking at the belt, which is good. But for now, we also have, we have a crap ton right here. You know what? I'm going to go just release that into the flow real fast. Maybe if I can find where my vehicle is, because I need at least one. As much as the Where's Waldo video will be fun at the end of the series, we'll probably do a few of those, or a few different videos kind of like that once we're kind of all done and wrapped up the factory. Because we'll probably do like a final episode, more or less a base tour to go around everything, along with, I don't know, a few different things. I should maybe have designed a road through these. Alright. And let's avoid the power poles. So let's head over to the Javole. We will more than likely have to upgrade the output for, whatchamacallit. For the copper. So then let's just do that. Like so. Yeah. And then like that. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that. And something like that. Awesome. Now let's go to reverse the flow of these, because remember, these were the just the preliminary design. I just needed to know the spacing, but now we have enough of it made to where I don't need these at all. Pretty sure they're not supposed to, yeah, I'm gonna say, hopefully they're not actually connected to anything, so that would be bad. And they aren't, as expected. Let's go ahead and upgrade everything, because we do want to just make sure that the flow can handle this much copper, because as of right now, I do not think it will be able to. Just because there was 143,000 in that warehouse, which is quite good, actually. I kind of forgot about that storage, but at least now I don't have to worry too much about not having everything built up to get proper production of copper ore. That should be enough to trickle in. I should look at upgrading the copper in the same way we have upgraded our iron, just so that way we can make sure that we're getting the best, or rather the most amount of it out, because right now we have just a trickle. I did not pick up my car, so that's another one gone. Hey, okay, so that's that. Alright, so we'll just go ahead and head back down over. I have not a clue where I left my vehicle, actually. Let's see. I'm not actually at all sure. Fuck. Well, we lost another one. Let's go ahead and make a new vehicle. I need iron. Let's go ahead and just make like 5. Oh, crap, they're individual items, huh? We don't have robots right now, so they can just sit in my delete, or my trash slots. Because they're basically extra inventory slots until we actually have robots. So, might as well, right? Awesome. So now I have 5 more vehicles that will sit in my inventory forever. Well, I say forever, but really until I eventually lose them somewhere in the factory. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and get these put onto the bus. Actually not sure where on the bus they're gonna go. I'm guessing on a new... Yeah, I'll just do that. Cool. Go ahead and put out, or rather pull out our brush painter. And just extend the bus like so. As we slowly clear out the trees and cause massive pollution. But hey, no biters means no, doesn't matter what we do to the pollution, I guess. Alright, so let's go ahead and drag the copper all the way over. Oh, crap. Alright. So let's go ahead and use our construction robots to build this, because I really don't want to have to build it all by hand. Do I have any? No, I do not. I have none of these machines. Awesome. Grab some gears. Is it gear? What the hell do I need for them? Iron. It's going to make like 19 of them. Oh, we have 19 of the tier 2s. Not that I'm going to need this many, like tier 2s, but might as well, right? Let's go ahead and upgrade everything to yellow. I mean, might as well. Just so that we can get the extra throughput and whatnot. We do need some long-handed inserters. Actually, I think those are not long-handed. I forgot. In vanilla, red are long-handed. In Factorio, they are fast-handed. Maybe. So now let's go hook everything up. I have not a clue where things go. So carbon on the left, tin on the right. So carbon on the left. Carbon. And then tin on the right. I think that's what I said, right? Okay. Oh, not quite like that. Okay, so let's find where the hell my tin is, right about here. And go ahead and connect that up so that we can get that going. And then I think the right one is copper. Possibly. I'm gonna just assume it is. It should be. I highly doubt it would be anything else. So let's go like that, let's go like that, let's go like that. Awesome. And something like that. Cool. Alright, so now everything's at least connected up. So now we should have the electronic components. Yeah. Yes. Alright, so now for this. This bottom one is copper, right? Maybe. Yes, this inner one is copper. What is this one? Okay, so silicon wafers, plastic, copper. Okay. So let's find our silicon wafers, plastic, and copper in that order. Maybe. Let's see. There's my silicon wafers. Right? Yes. Plastic. And then copper. Okay. So let's go and get all of that hooked up, and the music has now stopped because Factorio has a very eerie soundtrack. Hashtag awkward silence. Let's go ahead and grab these, put them in. And just in case anybody's wondering, I don't know if I explained it, but the reason I have 4 splitters like this, it's a little bit intuitive, but basically, if I were to just have one, it's only ever going to pull from this line. So the reason I have 4 is so that it pulls from all 4 lines, as you can see just by the arrows. Now, yes, you should have a splitter because it's going to unevenly pull, but I don't really see a need. So I don't see a need for a belt balancer, even though there should be one in here, just because I'm not doing anything off of like perfect production values. So I'm not really caring that, oh no, it's not perfectly balanced. But if you want to, you can throw one in. At least for the big ones. Obviously for the single lines, you can't really do anything about it, but for these big, like for the gears, iron, copper, and then steel, yes, you very much should. probably throw in a belt balancer every so often. Just so that way you can, especially if you have a bunch of things pulling from the bus, you could definitely see some throughput issues. I believe this last one is silver. Maybe. I think that's silver, right? The second one in there. Hopefully I aligned this correctly. If I didn't, I was just going to work it. And, well, put it in anyway, and it was going to work. Alright, silver. Right? Yes. I feel like silver looks different. I feel like silver used to not look like this. I don't know. Alright, so now with that all going in. Yep, so now we have transistors, we have the basic electronic components. So now the next component we want to look at is... Actually, we should... yeah, we have everything. The one thing we are going to need to bring over here is the advanced circuit substrate, but that shouldn't be too difficult. We will probably have to expand the production that we are doing a little bit, because the production we have, I believe, is ratioed out for the red circuits. Now, yes, it is backed up, so it does look like, oh, but we have excess, but don't let that fool you, because the second we start using more, we will need to fix it. And actually, while I'm looking over there, why has blue science stopped? Because of red circuits. Why have red circuits stopped? Because of green circuits. Okay, so that's going to be something we're going to take a look at. I'll probably take a look at it between episodes, and we will probably solve that next episode on Monday. Okay. So... well, I guess let's go ahead and just get the flying robot frames. I don't think they're used in anything. Aside from robots. Yeah. Oh, actually, no, that's not true. They are used in the utility science packs. But quite honestly, I think what I'll... yeah, I think honestly what I'll end up doing anyway is I'll probably make a separate flying robot frame production that is ratioed out for the utility science pack production area. So, yeah, I'm not going to be too worried about it. So that's 3. That's 3. Okay. So let's just go ahead and grab. So we need 4 sets of this. Awesome. Now again, I don't know if this is going to be ratioed to what we need, but really it's all this is going to be doing is making robots, so I'm not too concerned if, oh no, we're not making the proper ratios. Because I'm okay with it not being proper ratios. Alright, so we'll just do something like that. Like that. Oh, there's 120. That's something like that. Nice. Let's go extend. Actually, how much of each thing are we eating? Not really enough to be concerned. The stack limits should be fine. Because I know sometimes you might get weird finicky things with inserters being really too slow, but in our case they should be fine. And then they're gonna go like that. Awesome. So we need batteries, engines, green, steel. So batteries, green, engines. Nice, so there's batteries. And it really doesn't matter which line we put them on as long as they're there. Steel. Engines. Well, actually, technically we just go there, I guess, because we need green. So, yeah, so we just need the engines. Ah, there we go. Oh no, we gotta chop the rock. Gotta continue chopping the rock. Alright, so that should be good. So now let's start connecting everything up. Awesome. I'll just do something like that. We'll do space 3. It doesn't really matter, the whole spacing. I just use it because the belt's already, like, in use. So I guess you might as well go for it. You do save some over the total. Right. But again, I don't care that, like, I'm not going to split hairs over saving a few belts here and there. But obviously, if you were going for some sort of super efficient factory where there is zero waste in terms of, like, underground distance and piping distance, then by all means go for it. But that is not what we are going to be doing. We're definitely not a zero waste factory, I can tell you that right now. Okay, so now we have flying robot frames. So now the next component we need to get robots being made. Technically, I guess these. So let's go take a look at increasing advanced circuit substrate, and I'll just route that just underneath. What? I just realized that this might not be in the best spot. That's fine, I guess. You know what? I'll just have... Well, we're getting robots, so the robots will just deal with it. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. So, I don't really know how much extra production I'm going to need to put in. So, I'm going to just put in 3 more machines. Because, in my opinion, that should hopefully... Oh, shift control, yeah. That hopefully should be plenty. Because, if it ain't, I don't got a whole lot more room for it. So, yeah. Hopefully it's fine. Alright, so just plug it in like that, like so, like so. Where the hell? I gotta say, I feel like that's supposed to be there. Okay. And then boop, 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 boop. Extend, extend. Okay, and then close, close. Okay. So there's at least some extra production of the red circuit substrates that we're gonna utilize. Now, as for how we're gonna get them over there, that's a good question, because I'm not sure yet. Yeah, so we'll do something like that, like that, like that. Okay. So now, okay. So science goes there, which means because we can interlace underground. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh. Oh no, I just do that. Okay, awesome. Now we'll just do something like that. Now we do have to take note that this line that we are going to be putting it on is in fact going to end up being used by science. So to mitigate that, we're going to do crap. We're going to do a thing if I can get it to work. Yes, that should work. And then awesome. Interlacing underground is amazing. Alright, so now we should pretty much just be ready to assemble everything. So for this, because it's a subcomponent, I'm not gonna be too worried about it. So to make these, we need all these components and then solder. So because of that, we do need to set up. Actually, gonna move that. Let's go like a so. Yeah. So there's one component. There's second component. And then obviously take note. 2 of these things are already here, so I'm not gonna do a thing. Well, what we're gonna do instead is we're gonna do something like this. Awesome. Then we're gonna do something like this. Awesome. Okay. And then perfecto. Well, kind of. So this is not gonna fit. Can these actually be made? Hold up. Made. Yes, perfect. Okay. So then, well, it's still not great, but oh well. So because I don't need a whole lot of either of these, I just need enough to do what. Well, again, just to make robots, I don't need like an exuberant amount of either of them. Then we'll just go long. Awesome, and then we'll just do something like that. And then you can make construction, you can make logistics. Cool. Then we just need steel gear wheels and steel. To make steel gear wheels, they're just the like expensive version of the iron ones. Right, we should be able to make them by hand. Just so I don't have to make them through finicky means. Please tell me I don't have to make them through fucking finicky means. No. Okay, so it's just a 1-to-1. Do we get? Yeah. So no, we do. Okay, we do save. I was gonna say I don't know if we save any. We do. As you can see, it's 40 molten steel to 9 steel gear wheels. Say that 9 times fast. So it's 10. Yeah, so it's 10 molten steel per normal steel. So we basically get over 50% more. Or rather, we get a little bit over 100% more, right? Because we're doubling what we would take. So that's actually pretty good in terms of cost, at least for resources. But for our case, I'm not going to worry too much about it. Eventually, yes, we will have steel gear wheel production. But for now, we do not. So I am not too burdened by it. And then, so our other input is going to be right there. Which means now we just need solder. Okay, where is our solder? I think I passed it. Yes, I did. So let's go ahead and plug. Oh, crap, and we are 1 over. Damn it. So let's go ahead and get this plugged in, and then we'll go ahead and end the episode. So let's get that going. Awesome. And then those should function, and then we will need to make the whatchamacallit, the arms, or the tools. Yeah, the tools. And then from there we can go ahead and robot. Wait, RoboPort control. The hell are these things? Personal RoboPort robot control. I'm curious to see what the hell these things are. Okay, well I'll have to look at that actually next time. Oh wait, are they used in these? I don't know what the hell those are used in. Anyway, so yeah, so we just need the robot frame, the robot brain, and then the robot tool, and then we will have the robots. Technically we have everything but the tools made, which is good. Then we'll go ahead and make the tools as well. The tools are very easy, and so what we'll do is we'll basically just do a thing. So like I'll do an underground here, and then down here we'll make the robots for construction. Down here we'll make the robots for logistics, and we'll just place them both somewhere down here into the RoboPort. Alright, well with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you guys did, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe. down below, as it really does help out the channel. And if you guys haven't already, go check out our Twitch. Link for that is down in the description below. If you guys have any questions about any of the mods we're using, we have a mostly complete list down in the description as well. However, if you want a full complete list of all the mods I'm using, go back to episode 1. And about first 5 minutes or so, I try to cover all of them. Some of them are redundant, but that's just because I want to show off some features from one mod or another, or I just like using parts from both. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time. Bye-bye.